Good evening, dear students. So I am here with the Indian Express newspaper, and today is Sunday. So Indian Express newspaper is released. The Sunday Express newspaper. Okay, so let's read this. And today's date is 8 February 2026. Okay, so this is the front page. I am going to read all the relevant news and one article of this newspaper and with economy page. Okay, so the statements of news are here. So join the statement outline steps for first phase to be signed next month. India US reach interim deal. Sensitive sectors safeguarded Goyal on farm dairy producers. So in the US, India joined a statement India will, US will, India intend, and US will. Okay, so these are the conditions that US is going to fulfill. Okay, inside this, the first one is about the reducing of the 18%, 50% tariff to 18% on these products, okay, on these goods. And the another one is about that it will remove the tariffs including the farmers and other products that is written here, okay. And the third one, that what the US will also do, it will remove tariff from these products also where aircraft and aircraft part of India. Okay, means in all the three things where US president is going to do is only thing is that he will going to reduce tariff or he will going to remove the tariff. Okay, in last two sentences, tariff is going to removed, and in the first sentences there is tariff is going to reduce. Okay, but what India will do, India will stop purchasing Russian oil. Okay, and in first point where it will enable it and reduce tariff on US goods. Okay, India will also reduce tariff on US goods, even US food and agriculture products. Okay, that is written here. Another one is about India intends that India will going to purchase $500 billion US energy product, aircraft and aircraft parts. Okay, so these are the intents that India will going to do. So these both are the statements of India and US. Okay, on the joint statements, these are the commitment of both of us, both of them. Okay. Why closing the deal mark a decisive break in Delhi DC dynamic? T20 World Cup India Pakistan match back on table as PCB engages ICC. Farm give and take. Cheaper livestock feed challenge on soya bean. Okay. So cheaper livestock feed, it will be challenging for soya bean producers. Okay. 25% penalty. The another news, it's about the 25% penalty is of monitoring of Russian oil import. And this is the second page. Whatever the news that you read out on the first page, this page is or this slide is going to give you the detailed explanation of each and every news. So read it in detail. Okay, if you want any news in detail, like this one is about the penalty of and at which good and at which substances, because you have to know about the detailed explanation of any news. Okay, so read it. I will provide you the PDF of these sessions in the description box also. So but please read here. Okay, about the city, 10-year-old girl on her way to school hit by speeding SUV in Gurgaon, driver held. Ghaziabad sister's death monitor use of phone by children. UP women's panel chief urges parent. Delhi court seeks police report on plea against promoter of 32 32nd milestone project in GGN. This is Sunday, that's why the news are not much relevantly covered. Okay, so This is the swing that is collapsed in the Surajkund Fair, which is on where? In Faridabad. Okay, so this is the incident that is happening there. The patient on ear of AAP lose power in Delhi. The patient, Mr. Kejriwal, what's next for him? India US interim deals. Okay, so what are the deals between India and US? This is the detailed one. Each and every point of this slide is important. So, the first thing is about the tree nuts, soya bean oil, fresh fruit import from US set to go up. India's agriculture trade with US. Year import export. What India will? India will eliminate or reduce tariff on all US industrial goods. Okay, and this is the first point that we already read on the first page on the bottom of the news. Okay, so it will include the products that is written here. According to US and India's joint statement on interim trade deal on Saturday, of the agriculture item mentioned in the statement, India is leading buyer of soybean oil globally. Okay, so of the agriculture items that is mentioned in the statements, on the above statements that is written here on these parts. So India is leading the buyer of soybean oil, means India is in the top position in buying the global soybean oil. India import 47.83 lakh tons of soybean oil during 24-25, and this is about accounting of for 6.3% of total country's total import bill of 721.2 billion in value term. In 2024-25, Argentina 25.56 lakh tons was the top soybean oil supplier to India, accounting for over half of the import, followed by Brazil, Nepal, Switzerland, Russia, and the Netherlands. The US accounted for just 2.2% of India's total soybean oil import. In recent months, there has been a sharp growth in import of soybean oil from the US, with the figure reaching to 1.22 lakh tons during April to November period of 2025-26. When India applies 45% standard duty on soybean oil import, while the rate is lower for preferential areas of 35%. Okay, so the data of 2024-25, the soybean was cultivated on areas of 12.95 million hectares, while the production stood at 15.26 million metric tons and yield stood at 1179 kg per hectare. Soybean, a kharif crop, is mainly grown in Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Rajasthan. These three are the places where the soybeans is mainly grown up. And the statement also mentions two animal feed items. So the dried distiller grains and dried distillers grain and solubles are protein-rich byproduct produced during the corn and rice-based ethanol production and are used as livestock feed. Okay, so certainly currently India imposes 15% duty on DDG's import. India in 2024-25 exported over $86 million DDG is mainly to Vietnam. Okay, the mainly export that is taken over by that is for the product DDGs, which is India dried distillers grain, which is imported exported by India to Vietnam, Bangladesh, and Nepal. Okay, so what's the India's fresh fruit import reached $3 billion during 24-25. It includes 1.12 billion from the US. The US is a major source of almond, wheat, walnut, and apple. India currently imposed on an import duty of rupees 42 per kg on almond in shell and rupees 1.120 per kg on shelled almond, while on walnut the duty stand at 120% on in shell walnut and 100% on shelled. India export just $16 million worth sorghum during 2024-25. I think it's written. So the data says that as far the wine and spirits are concerned, India imported wines worth 26 million during 2024-25, which came mainly from Australia, Singapore, France, Italy. Okay, so India imposes 150% import duty on various liquor, including bourbon, whiskey, scotch, rum, gin, vodka. These are the products. The name is written here. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not using this pencil at each para, but you have to be focused that where at which point I am reading. Okay, so the Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal, Industry and Commerce Minister, said that no concessions have been extended to sensitive agriculture sector produce. Expert says tariff reduction on US fresh fruit such as apple and oranges and on soybean oil are likely to hurt Indian farmer. The Modi government remains fully committed to protecting our annadatas and securing rural livelihood, Goyal said on X. Okay, so this is the and short-term data that how India is a global leading buyer of soybean. Okay, the import and export data in figure in billion dollars from 2020 to 2024. Okay, this is the important. Okay, some fresh fruit also imported from US to India, and we all know that the agriculture and the condition of India's climate is much better for every fruit, but still, like fresh fruit type of things, which is easily able to grown in India, which is easily grown in India at any places or at anywhere. Still, the fresh fruits are imported from US. This point is to be noted, and government have to follow or making some steps toward this so that from the next time or in recent year this import percentage is decreased or get vanished. Okay, another one is about the tilted heavily in favor of US government silent on separate order on Russia oil, says opposition. Okay, deal should not be driven by pressure of or tariffs. Bhagwat interest of cotton soybean farmers in Maharashtra protected Fadnavis. No major change in pharma, better access likely for medical device. Surat's gem and jewelry industry hopes to bring the bling back. About the politics, where voter registered at multiple booth, UP minister question self-intensive revision in constituencies, addresses diaspora and the trust has become India's strongest currency, said by Modi. Pawar family has reunited as per it's about the politics, so I'm just going to skip that piece. This piece. About the nation where 51 Maoists surrender in Sukma, Bijapur. Two arrested for gang rape of spa worker in Kerala town. Kerala always felt like home. Britain born Papita said is now an Indian citizen. 13 held for assaulting parading Dalit family. No consent on selfie. Okay. These are just the important news. Just a sec. After that, there is opinion page. About the opinion page. Okay. It's like the editorial or regular editorial, which is on the pages, on the regular slides with the topic of the editorial page of Indian Express. But in Sunday, it's opinion, like the some authors, the name is written here, and they are just giving some opinion about anything or about any important topic of India. Okay. The first topic is about survey useful budget lazy. Okay. That the survey which is going to be happened and on the last time it was happened on 2011, and due to COVID, in 10 years this time survey is not done, but this year is the time where survey is going to be published or taken out. So survey is necessary, but still the budget is lazy. So, after budget 2026-27 was presented on Sunday, government spokesperson, editorial, writer, commentator, and journalist used the word cautious and the phrase don't rock the boat to describe the budget. I suppose they followed, means, just a sec. So moving about this world page, okay. So about the economy, addition 25% US tariff scrapped, executive order claims agreement over expansion of defense ties. Okay, greater GPU access, more investment in data centers. Harley Davidson's India comeback likely. Vaishnav ISM 2.0 to focus on cheap design, partners, and talent. India's GPU capacity may triple to 1 lakh by 2026 end. So this is about the economy. Okay, this is the economy page. And thank you for watching today's session. Okay.